Well, hello and welcome back. Today is a special day because today we have got our first ever postcard, our first ever mail. A postcard from Sweden. Can you believe that? Hey, all the way from Sweden. So thank you very much, Cecile, for our postcard. We did get it, and thank you very much. It looks absolutely fantastic over there. Absolutely beautiful, and thank you for thinking of us. Mr. Miro was very, very, very happy. Weren't you? So let's gonna do a little drawing for you. Thank you very much. Well, a very, 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 very lovely thank you for Cecile. That's our first ever postcard. Can you believe after all these years it's our first ever? And it's come all the way from Sweden. That's absolutely fantastic. It's from Cecile. Cecile has been one of our followers for a very long time. Probably one of our first ever. And there's been a few people that have been there for a very long time. Cecile is definitely one of them. And we're going to get in and we're going to do a little kind of happy drawing. Just check all my cameras are moving because they have been driving me crazy. Ooh, I don't like that one. I get very kind of sensitive with some of the nibs. As soon as I feel something is not right, I kind of pull away from it. It's quite a childish thing, but it just means you're comfortable, you know, as you're drawing something. Well, I thought I'd do something to kind of show. Maybe it's a nice kind of version of Norman's traveling. I can't imagine him to be much of a traveler, although it would be nice to take the story on some kind of location, but I would have to come up with a really good kind of reason for the journey, you know. It's like most of the story takes place in his house, so it's kind of like a haunted house type of feeling, you know. So it would be very, very nice to kind of come up with a reason why Norman had to go somewhere else, you know. Indeed, if we get on to do more of Norman's Worry Lips adventures, you know, it's so far it has been an incredible journey. Thought I'd have a little bit of fun with Norman today. I'm actually putting the book together at this moment, and I've scanned lots of drawings and I'm putting lots of things together, and it's just so hot in the UK at the moment. It is so hot, you know. It's literally, Mr. Miro is melting, and I've even trimmed some of his fur down just to kind of cool him down, but it is just ridiculously hot, and we're not really used to it here in the UK, you know. Not used to that scorching heat. I did a version of the AI girlfriend today. I don't know, it's a big AI trend. There's a trend on TikTok. If you haven't seen it, you should go and see it. It was quite silly. But it's nice to do these sometimes. It just takes a little bit of the seriousness off work, you know. It's like sometimes your work can get so intense, you know. And you can get to a point where your work has become more important than anything else on the planet, you know. It's like, so it's good to have these things like TikTok and that, just to kind of to kind of take your mind off everything, you know. And there's lots of these kind of softwares now, platforms now. And I'm on most of them. I'm on X, but I don't really kind of see that it helps me much. Instagram I'm also on, but I also don't really feel like that works for me. TikTok is pretty good. I get quite a nice kind of glow from that. I get a lot of people being very nice. Don't like that either. Just changing the nibs. That's better. Yeah, Facebook's very quiet. YouTube is lovely. YouTube's probably my favourite one. I do feel like it kind of gives you more possibilities. And especially on a visual side for me. It's nice to kind of get your drawings seen. Mr. Miro keeps putting the ball underneath my foot, so if I take a step in either direction, I'm going to fall on my neck. But he loves to creep up behind you and put the ball down as if I'm going to remember to kick it away for him, you know. He's such a little love. He is such a little darling. And what would life be without him? You know, it's like terrible. He's really become such an important part of my day. Important part of my life. Yeah. If I wake up in the night, Mr. Miro's there. Wake up in the morning, Mr. Miro's there. He is fantastic. So I'm doing a little kind of, what is up with the nibs today? Maybe it's the heat, maybe they're getting dry. And they do sometimes get into a little bit of an atmospheric kind of condition. They do kind of, like at the moment I'm feeling they're very kind of like stiff almost, you know. But sometimes it happens with them, you know. They're a very kind of primitive tool, so you can't always expect them to be on tip-top condition. There is that kind of natural, something's not right about the nibs today. What else have I got there? You're kind of feeling like they're dry. It's almost like the ink is dried on them, you know, but the ink is just literally just gone on. So I'm kind of compensating by putting extra ink on there, but then it makes the line thicker by having more ink. And in some situations I don't want there to be more ink on it, unless I want a thicker line. You can see now it's like the ink is drying up almost. Hmm. I do find that it's a very odd kind of feeling to see the ink drying as I'm going. But Mr. Miro was very happy to see a card come through the mailbox this morning. He does get very excited when we get mail. He goes crazy running around trying to eat it mostly, but and Sweden, I mean, what a beautiful place. I mean, I say a beautiful place, I've never been there, but I would love to go to Sweden. Well, it just seems like such a absolutely beautiful, beautiful place to be. When I was in Berlin, we used to get a lot of Swedish girls coming out to visit. I don't know how close Sweden is to Berlin, but it seemed to be a very kind of popular place to come and visit. There used to be a bar that we used to go and play pool in, and there used to be lots of Swedish girls turning up there. Yeah, lovely. I remember there was a time when we used to go to bars that we actually used to kind of make a promise that we wouldn't say that we worked in the film industry. I know it's very childish, but it used to be that we would kind of say, oh, yeah, we work in animation, we make cartoons. And then they get all excited about it and they want to know everything about it. And then you would have to sit there and kind of go through all the work details, say, oh, well, it's 24 drawings every second. Oh my god, 24 drawings every second. And then you'd have to, and it became very tiring almost. Like, so we would kind of come up with jobs that we felt like people wouldn't know how to ask questions, that it would be so bizarre that, and we would come up with things like, yeah, we work in a lamp factory or something like that, and then you'd see the girls kind of going, oh, lamp factory, oh, and they would have nothing to say. And it was a very, very kind of silly time, but very fun. So if any of those people that had met me in the bar, I don't work for a lamp. I don't work in a paper factory. I don't work. I don't ship tomatoes around the world. It's like any type of job that you could think of that people wouldn't ask you questions. And this is like a little kind of thank you drawing for all the people that have been helping me, all the people that have been sending me donations, and all the people that have, well, only the one person sent me a postcard. But for those people who have been supporting me and been helping me through these very difficult days. I really don't enjoy that nib too. Very fussy with my nibs today. My apologies. But I do feel like everything's very dry, look. So, my sincere thank yous to everybody who has been sending me donations, who have been sending me onto my little tip jar. You are greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. With the price of ink and paper and stuff like that at the moment, it is hugely appreciated. And you know who you are. You know who you are. And this channel survives because of people like you. The people that go out to buy the t-shirts, the people that go out to buy the books, the people that send donations. You are what makes this channel survive, and I really greatly appreciate all of you. Every one of you. So I thought I'd do a little kind of angel heart. A lovely big heart. It's got some angel wings on it. And that is to symbolize all of you. All of you. All of the people that help me. And I've seen a lot of channels closing. I don't know whether it's a trend or something at the moment, but it seems to be quite a lot of art channels and things like that closing down, and they just can't seem to make it work. And it's very, very sad. It really is. It's very, very, very sad. But it is. It's not easy. It's like, we have to kind of compete with, dancing pretty girls and rock stars and what such. So it's very difficult to kind of get seen, it's like, whereas it used to be kind of drawings and art and things like that were quite kind of, quite special. Whereas now it's kind of like people kind of flick past them. It's not so interesting for people. So there is Norman being lifted up by love, and love with angel wings. I'd love to get in there and do some nice clouds around there. Let's get my lucky brushes. Where's my brushes? Get a couple of worry lips clouds going around there. Lovely. And it would be, I mean, at this kind of temperature, it would be nice if the ink dried quick and I could paint it up for the whole thing full. But this is a symbol of love for you, okay? For all of those people that have been supporting me. I love you all. I do. I really do. It means a lot to have people that care about what you're doing in this rather bizarre world that we have at the moment, where everybody seems to be fighting with somebody about something. I can't really seem to, I don't know if it's the heat or what it is, but the nibs are extremely dry. But that is for you. Especially for you. Especially for all the people that have been helping me. And you are amazing. You really, really are. So there's a little thank you of Norman being lifted up by love and angels. In these tough times. When I used to work in animation, it just seemed like, a a million years away, because AI has kind of done something to the world, and it has kind of made everything possible. And it's kind of taken a little bit of that edge of things being special. Things have got more. I mean, I actually was reading about there's now an AI band, and they had something like 300,000 listens. And I don't know whether that's kind of like curiosity, or if that is the way that the world is going. But I used to kind of grow up with music where you wanted to see the individual. You would want to see this glamorous band. I was really into like bands like Japan. I don't know if any of you remember Japan. Japan with Dave Sylvian and people like that. And they all would wear makeup and glam up, and it was all quite special in a way. And I just kind of feel like now everything is just losing its magic. Even with art, it's kind of like every app has become so easy that it's kind of losing its magic. Not for me, but But this is a special drawing for you, and it's a really, really, really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thought that there's so many people out there that are sharing love and thinking about me and Mr. Miro. And even with our postcard, it was such a small token of love, but when we received it, it was huge. The whole idea that somebody had been on holiday enjoying their life and had actually taken those minutes to think of me and Mr. Miro, that really touched my heart, really did. Such a beautiful thought. So thank you very much, and I will see you back for more drawings later on. So have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.